Want to watch this, guys?
I've never seen a sheep getting sheared.
Oh, we're up close.
You want to know how I give my husband his haircut? I use handset of those things, yeah. Only they're not electric, I just use the handset. And I say, sit still. Sometimes he does.
Does he look a little sheepish when you're done?
No, not in the least.
Right.
So, do you know what I'm going to make for somebody at the end? I'm going to make something really special, so I'm going to need a volunteer. All right, I seen the yellow first. Okay? So when I ask for a volunteer, you come on up. What's your name?
Wesley.
Wesley, that's a good name. Yeah.
All right.
So do the sheep have names?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Oh, okay.
There's one in there with a white and speckled face, and her name is Comanche. And the year that Comanche was born, her brother's name was Apache, and there was a windy and a storm, because both of them were born right in the middle of a snowstorm.
Oh, okay.
So, how about to the barber shop?
Oh, the barber shop.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I didn't say the show was bad. Funny, I just,
The Baba shop.
but I
That's
could,
a good
yeah, good. That's not a bad one.
Is that like
I
a
see.
sheep laugh?
Getting a sheep.
How's the sheep laugh? Did you know a sheep can't bite you? Do you know why? Because sheep just have teeth on the front here at the bottom. They don't have top front teeth. So they can't go bite, bite, bite.
How do they eat grass?
Well, the top gum is, okay, here I got my top gum. The top gum is very hard, and the front, bottom.
Oh, they grab it and then they pull it out?
Yeah. So that's what, okay. This is wild and woolly. Who's going to volunteer? Oh, Comanche.
Oh, she came over.
Oh,
This is Comanche. And this is a supple. Well, that works.
oh.
You know what, Steve, when we're done, let's tie her. I don't know where to tie her. Okay, where's the...
Whoa.
What's that? Is that a sheep? What's the sheep say again? Yeah, I knew that. There you go. Okay,
You're ready.
This guy's right on it. Okay, we'd like to welcome you to our shearing demonstration. We're Steve and Judy Shelley from out in Bannock. And we do quite a few sheep in the year. We do quite a few lambs and alpacas in the year. And this guy's excited. Anyways, I like that. Quite often when we go sheep shearing, the farmer will get us to do 2 or 3 other jobs while at the same time as as we're shearing, and that way it's keeping the amount of stress down to a minimum. The first thing that the farmer's going to get us to do is to trim the toenails. By trimming the toenails, it keeps them nice and round. You keep them nice and round so that they can walk out and not scratch anything. But by keeping them nice and trimmed, they can walk out on pasture and not have a limp. We've got a couple right now at home that have a little bit of a limp, and so we need to get out that as quick as we can. Now, we don't shear our sheep all at once, okay? Our sheep get shorn at different times of the year, according to how many demonstrations that we're doing and so on. We do demonstrations at the Royal, we do demonstrations at Rockton Fair, and small things like this and so on like that. So we always have sheep with wool. Now, there are, whoops, not jabbing with that. There are 3 types of needles that we could use on an animal. One is an intramuscular needle. It's the kind that you get as you go to the doctor and he says, bend over, okay? The second kind is an intravenous needle, get right up here in the jugular vein, given only when the animal is so sick it needs medication immediately to save its life. The third kind, and the kind we're using today, is a subcutaneous. Stick it right under the skin, insert it, rub the injection site, and we are away to the races because we always put our needles away.
So,
okay.
So what's the needle for in this
The
case?
needle was to kill
worms.
Oh, just for worms.
Yes.
Sheep ticks, lice, worms, and so on.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's going to start at the top here, and he's going to peel it down just like he was peeling a banana. Okay, now Comanche, she's been outside all summer, and she found herself a yard for her. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Actually, they don't feel better after the shear because if, in the winter time or in the spring or fall, yes, they would. But in the summertime right now, they've got no wool to protect them, and wool is a natural insulator and keeps the sheep cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So they were just probably suffering only half as if they would be otherwise. And they sheared a flock of sheep one time, and it was like, I don't know, 90-degree weather. And he said to the farmer, "Are you sure you want to shear?" He said, "It's pretty hard on them." And the guy said, "Yep." So Steve says, "Well, when we're finished shearing them, they're going to be so hot and stressed out that they're not even going to be able to drink water. They're just going to stand there by the water." The guy didn't believe it, but after he sheared the 30 or so sheep, the sheep were all standing beside the water trough and not wanting to drink. They didn't have the energy. They were all tired out and heated up. So it just shows that taking the wool off, and this gives them no relief that way. Shearing it down right down to the leg. Once I push it down that length, it sticks the leg straight out, so there's no chance of missing or cutting that sheep's skin. A male sheep is called a ram. A female sheep is called a ewe. A sheep under a year old is called a lamb. And this one here is called a mature ewe. That means that she's over 1 year old. And we can show you her teeth before we should have, because they lose their teeth. They have baby teeth when they're baby, right across the bottom. This baby one. The sheep don't have front teeth. When she turns 1 year old, the two little teeth here would fall out. Two adult ones go in. When she turns 2, the next two across would fall out. The two adult teeth go in. Then she's 3, and then she's 4. After that, hey, when Steve puts his arms around me, I'm good too.
She's good.
There you go. Well, she's a professional at being a sheep, eh?
So when do they cut the horns?
Her horns weren't cut. Those are just little spurs. She is half Suffolk and half Horn Dorset. And the Horn Dorset coming out on her just gives little stubs like that.
Oh, they're just little stubs.
Yeah.
So it looked almost like they've been trimmed.
No.
Okay.
They're normal.
She's behaving pretty well.
She's behaving good. Now they're controlled with pressure points. And if you watch different times, he'll be pushing in on a different area to make them relax. And he's looking up the leg. Normally they would have a fair bit of wool on the belly, but Comanche knows that belly wool isn't worth anything, so she doesn't grow too much. Yeah. And she's coming around the end there. Something's kind of interesting is that if you see a flock of sheep outside now, when you drive back home, that aren't sheared, don't worry about them, because they're really a lot more comfortable and cooler than what we are ourselves. They can have singles, twins, or triplets. If she has triplets, one is usually taken away and turned into a bottle baby, and that way all 3 can survive without not getting thin or anything like that. And he's just about done. Okay. We're going to tie Comanche up so people can pet her.
What do you need, Judy? You want some?
No, I'm good here. Hi.
How are you?
Good. Stevie, see that yellow stuff? That's the lanolin. Lanolin's what they use to make hand lotion, makeup, lipstick, and so on like that. Okay. Okay. Now, if I take one tiny little fiber like this, hold it under a microscope, you would see there's thousands of microscopic barbs or scales there. Those microscopic barbs and scales are what are used to make hand lotion. What are used to hold the wool together when it's spun. Now, I can't bring my spinning wheel with me when I go to demonstrations like this, fairs or festivals or anything. So I just use my fingers. I had my spinning wheel so badly broken. I use my fingers like this. Now, I had a volunteer, cross-country boy in the yellow. You come on over here. We're going to turn this from 1-ply yarn to 2-ply yarn, okay? And you're going to help me, right? And I can't remember, you said your name was? Wesley. And I said that was a good name. Okay. So, We got 1 ply yarn here, and in just 1 second, Wesley's going to help me turn this into 2 ply yarn. Okay? One figure out like this. Good. Good. Keep that. Now, watch what happens when I let go. What do you think's going to happen? Anybody watching the rope making? It's the same principle of the spinning it and twisting it all together. Now, that's 2 ply yarn. You want to turn this into a 100% friendship bracelet off that old sheet, off command sheet. For you from the Scone Festival. Didn't he do a great job?
Hey.
Now, Wesley, what you want to do is if next time you wash your hands someplace, hold your arm underneath the water and the lanolin will wash right out of there. Okay?
Yeah.
High five. Did a great job. Okay, we'd like to thank you for watching our demonstration. We'll be back at 1 o'clock. And if you want to have a little sample of the wool, feel free to do so. Okay, have a good day.
I came late when we were talking. You said something about the heat.
Check out the heat. How are you? Okay, it's late.
Sheep, some goat?
No goats. I wouldn't own a goat if I was paid
Oh,
to.
you're really gone bad. You're really gone bad, Steve.
Never own a goat.